I don't. This is we look weird.
Welcome back to 307 Reacts, and today is episode 100.
It's 100.
So we all out here looking stupid because we've been working stupid.
Here's what's up. I promised you guys at 1,000 subscribers that I would take my hat off, and spoiler alert, there is an Easter egg in one of the episodes. Go back and check it out.
He slipped up, let it out.
I actually definitely took my hat off this time, so this has been what you guys have been missing the entire time.
Yes.
Yeah, I told you it was kind of a freak show. So.
Him and his Joe Exotic looking ass.
So we decided to just, go all out for episode 100.
Absolutely.
And speaking of going all out, it's Friday. This is going to be a late upload on Friday, and the reason being we both worked all day, and Tom likes to release his shit on Friday.
Yep.
So
we're
gonna watch his video and release it tonight. This is Tom Macdonald, and it's called Dear Slim.
Dear Slim.
Produced by Eminem. Now, is this you said this was? Is this the beat that he bought?
This was the beat that he bought for $100,000, and he got some other shit with it too. So
Eminem is not going to be in this.
No, he just produced the beat.
All right. Well,
I'm ready.
I think there's a few people in the comments from our other videos told us today that there was some like audio released on this on Spotify or something like that. So
yeah,
it's out there. We haven't heard it yet, but for those of you that have, we're really excited to see what happens.
Yeah.
Should we?
Dude, you're killing me. Let's go.
I'm just gonna keep. Hang on. Let's see if I can drag this out any longer. I'm kidding. All right, here we go.
Here we go. Losing subscribers.
I know. One at a time, bro.
Dear Slim, I thought you might have heard of me maybe, cause lately everywhere I turn someone's comparing us crazy. I never would have thought when I was bumping Biggie and Pac that I would buy bleach in a box and become the product of shade. But I'm here now. Hi, my name is Tom Macdonald. People call me controversial. I'm the one that counterculture.
So far I'm noticing as far as the video goes, it's reminiscent of some of the old videos of Eminem.
Eminem's, right.
So Eminem had like one of the older videos where he was like scribbling, talking about writing his rhymes and shit.
I forget what the initial song was called, what his version was called, but I know Dido did a remake of it with him in there. And he's like writing it down. It's like, Dear Slim, I hope you, and it's talking about, it's like a letter from his fan or whatever.
Yeah.
He's also dressed like Eminem now. So
and then in the Monte Carlo.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is 90s Slim shit. I like this.
We need to go back 5.
Hey, you fucked the volume again, bro.
Damn it.
Here.
Help.
So I figured out, right?
See, when I take my hat off, it just, I just...
follows every here now. I was bumping Biggie and Pac that I would buy bleach in a box and become the product of shade. But I'm here now. Hi, my name is Tom Macdonald. People call me controversial. I'm the one that counterculture follows. Every song I drop's a problem. I offend an awful lot with topics commenting on race and politics. I'm pretty awesome. Dear Slim, I know we're very different politically. Seems like some of your biggest fans are the victims I'm triggering. They're convinced I don't like you.
Oh.
I like that.
Whoa.
Seems like a lot of your fans are the victims I'm triggering.
And he said I know we're very different politically. Didn't Eminem come out with, you were telling me something about something he did with Trump, right? If you're voting for Trump, don't support that shit kind of thing.
Like if you're voting for Trump, get lost.
Okay. So he targeted that a little bit. Like, I know you and I are different politically, and basically just saying, I've heard Tom's political stances. He seems
really up the middle. Everybody's corrupt. Fuck him.
Tom is into like being sensical and like making good choices about shit. Thinking things through.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
Yeah, I love it. Back 5?
Yeah.
Okay.
Very different politically. Seems like some of your biggest fans are the victims I'm triggering. They're convinced I don't like you, which ain't consistent with history. I was picked on as a kid and they don't know what Slim did for me. But I'm here now, and I fight the system just like you. Was addicted to pills and liquor and quit them just like you. People claim that you hate me, but Marshall, that can't be right, dude. You'd have to hate yourself as well, cause Marshall, I'm you. Marshall, remember back when.
Whoo! Now I understand why some of the Eminem fans are so upset by this, because they're like, "Oh, he just said that he's Marshall.
I am
like,
you.
He's just like him." Like, okay, bro, look.
Generationally, does that stand? I mean, I don't know, man. Like,
I mean, the thing, like Tom stands morally and politically in a different spot than Eminem. He's different in that way, but he says all the hardships I've come through in life just to get to where I am in this genre is very similar to yours. He's like, you had your addictions, I had my addictions.
Yeah, man.
You
were
beat
addicted
him
to
and
alcohol
I
and
beat him,
pills, and I beat him. You beat him, and I beat him too. And he said, Slim Shady saved me when I was in, when I was coming up as a kid. And like, I can relate to that, man. I listened to I listened to D12 and I listened to all, you know, Vicodin and you know, what was the one that came after that? It was like a super popular one that had the real Slim Shady on it.
Yeah.
Whatever the hell that
Encore?
one. That was right. That was after. Yeah, it was the Encore was the red curtain one, but I can't remember the name. You guys will tell us. I'm sorry, but yeah, it was the same way. It was like, man, I listened to a lot of that stuff when I was coming up. So
yeah, the one thing I thought he said was cool, like way towards the beginning of the song, is he goes, you know, I grew up listening to Tupac and Biggie and like all these other guys. He's like, I never thought I would grow up and be compared to Shady.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
That shit's pretty cool.
And I'm gonna say something later, but we need to keep going. Let's go.
After hate yourself as well as Marshall, I'm you. Marshall, remember back when you became Eminem? You changed the world with a pen. Well, now I'm just like you. I don't give a what, saying what I want with my fingers up. Everybody triggered and they think I suck, but I don't give a what. Nah, 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 nah. I don't give a what. Nah, 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 nah. Dear Slim, I thought that maybe because you paved the way for me, you might relate to weight that Caucasian rappers are carrying. They're constantly comparing us to you, it's embarrassing. Never gaining their approval, it's just hate we're inheriting. But I'm here now, go ahead and hate it, don't hurt. Call me culture.
Now, does a lot of that stem from just stereotyping, honestly? Like,
well,
he says, you know, like, he's like, you know, everybody compares us. And honestly, like, I just noticed his hair in this. Like, he grew it out to kind of the same length that from that era.
From the old,
Yeah. Wow, okay. Anyway. But, like, he's saying, you know, a lot of people compare me to you. And, like, you know, everyone says we're the same thing. And then he brings up, you know, like, the racial thing is, like, could that be, like, just a stereotype?
Well,
like, it's a white rapper, so it's obviously Eminem.
I know for Eminem to come up from where he was, like, in the underground to the mainstream, he had to, like, he's one of the first, if not the only first white rapper to ever do so.
Okay.
Right? And I'm not super into, like, big into hip-hop history, but
if you want to consider like
I can't think
the Beastie Boys, like kind of white rap, but they were more like
grunge,
rock,
punk,
grunge, metal, punk in that era.
But anyway, he had to overcome a bunch to get to that because it used to be just strictly an African American thing. Okay. Then other artists watched Eminem come up and they're like, oh, you know what? That guy's legit. Like, he's backed by Dre. He's got all these other guys on his team.
He's on a good label, like making money.
Everybody's like, yeah, dude. Yeah, we fucks with that guy.
Yeah.
But then every other white rapper has come up after. They're like, oh, well, is he good as Slim? You know, is he as good as Eminem? Is he, you know, he can't rap as fast as Eminem.
Right.
You know, and it's like, he's like, I get compared to you constantly, and so do a lot of other white rappers. And he's like, I think it's very interesting that that's the case when maybe you came up. Was it the same thing?
It's honestly just like a really interesting conversation topic, you know? Like, you know, every time somebody sees me, and this is what I was going to say before, if you go back to like episode 2 or whatever it was, when the first time I was introduced to Tom Macdonald, go back and watch it. I'm telling you right now.
Oh, it's great.
I literally say in there, at some point, I'm like, now he reminds me of Eminem.
Yeah.
I literally say that in one of the my first introduction with Tom. So
go watch our reaction to Best Rapper Ever.
Yeah.
That is the episode.
Is that the one?
You guys will laugh your ass off.
And that's the one. Because, like, you guys can watch me grow through this and like, watch Tom. And part of the reason why I like him so much is because I listen to a lot of Eminem, and I relate to him through Tom, but I think Tom's like kind of the modern day, and I think it's legitimate that he calls himself like, you know, I'm you. Yeah. Like, I'm trying to do your thing,
I already backed it up, Ted.
Okay, here we go.
Weight that Caucasian rappers are carrying. They're constantly comparing us to you, it's embarrassing. Never gaining their approval, it's just hate we're inheriting. But I'm here now, go ahead and hate it, don't hurt. Call me culture vulture garbage, those are ignorant words. I kill a vulture, cook the poultry in a pan till it's burnt. See, Marshall, I'm just like you, I'm flipping the bird. Dear Slim, I just want to give you your flowers. I spent hours memorizing all of your songs in 2000. You were the reason I screamed at all of my teachers. A teen, I needed your CD on repeat and Shady's face on my t-shirt. But I'm here now, they call me controversial just like you. We're both white, both rap, both of our eyes blue. Screw any guy who tries to say you changed and don't like you. Cause in my mind it's still 99, and I'm you.
That was
the sickest shout out basically ever. Pretty much just explain the whole like, yo, dude, you you helped me through, like, you helped me grow as a person. You helped me characterize as a human being.
Yeah.
Basically saying, you know, I needed you to, like, talk back to teachers and say, you know, like, stand my ground.
Yeah.
I had your CD on repeat all the time, man, and was listening to the messages that you were saying, you know.
Yeah.
Whether or not those messages had been, you know, sprinkled with a little bit of drug addiction, alcoholism, that kind of
and violence.
I'm sorry, man. It was just part of the culture, and he talked about that. Like that's, you know, they got over that shit, so it is what it is. But like at the end of the day, it helped him grow as a person and like learn to stand up to people and like, you know, not take any shit. So
yeah, I mean,
hang on, don't move.
Oh shit, am I losing one?
Just one.
Okay,
top guy, just the icing. You just lost the icing for
Losing
a second.
the icing.
We just scraped it back up with a knife. We're good.
So yeah, fucking, I forgot what I was gonna say. So let's carry on.
Icing. Sorry, guys. Back 5. Sorry.
Guy who tries to say you changed and don't like you, cause in my mind it's still 99, and I'm you.
I mean,
remember back when you became Eminem. You changed the world with a pen. Well, now I'm just like you. I don't give a what, saying what I want with my fingers up. Everybody triggered and they think I suck, but I don't give a what. Nah, 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 nah. I don't give a what. Nah, 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 nah. Whether you love me or hate me, you think I'm crazy. Dropped $100 grand to get a beat from Shady. I really hope when I bought it he wasn't angry, but I really had to tell him that he changed me. The truth of the matter is, without you, Marshall Mathers, I would've committed suicide before I was a rapper. You showed me that I could do it. I didn't need to be black, or I know it's stupid, but I just had to do my best to say thank you.
Dude.
That was sick.
He just keeps getting deeper and deeper into the shout out, man. Like, I love that it starts out as kind of like a, yo, like, don't be mad at me that I'm like, naturally I'm kind of like taking over the role a little bit, not by his own dispute or anything like that, but he comes in and he's just like, man, most of this is just a tribute to you, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
he's like, had you not been around, I wouldn't be around.
Literally, I wouldn't have ever wanted to do this.
Yeah.
And was it really like the, like, 99 or whatever when all that shit was...
It was like when he really took off, You feel old yet, bro?
I just got a little heartburn, dude.
Yeah. Got a little heartburn. You can go check my bunions, bro.
I'm like, we're gonna have to. I'm gonna have to stand up and walk around the room for a little bit and get my joints going again. Holy shit!
No, but he mentions, you know, you saved me from suicide. Like, you got me into this, and you made me realize that I don't have to be black to do this.
Yeah, like,
and you know that
he even said blonde hair, blue eyes, like white guy. I'm just like you. I look like you.
He's like, you were the pioneer for people like me to do this.
Yeah.
And, you know, we talked about on the channel before, if you guys watch our City of the Week review, we were talking about how, or was it, I don't know, it might be one of the remixes that's coming up too. We've shot a lot of videos.
We've been busy.
But we talked about, you know, how music has an impact on people, and we talked about when we played in our bands, these special stories where people come up and say, hey, you know,
I think that was City of the Week.
Like, you know, this was going on in my life, and I decided to come to the show, and I was going to blow my brains out today, but, you know, you guys had this particular song, and I like this one part, and, you know, it just pushed me to keep going. And
absolutely.
And so it's interesting to see that even Eminem has had that effect on Tom Macdonald, and I know some artists has that effect on me, and I'm sure the same for Matt and everybody else.
Absolutely.
So.
And enough effect that you know, Tom Macdonald was like, man, I feel that vibe so much that I'm not quitting this.
Yeah, I got to do this.
Doesn't matter the haters, doesn't matter whatever, man. I'm doing my thing, man. Yeah. And that's, again, full circle with all the guys that we watch on this channel. They don't fucking stop ever. No. And that should be a life lesson for everybody watching and ourselves included. So with that said, let's go. Did you go back 5?
I did. Yep.
Okay, here we go. Let's move forward.
Without you, Marshall Mathers, I would have committed suicide before I was a rapper. You showed me that I could do it. I didn't need to be black, or I know it's stupid, but I just had to do my best to say thank you. Marshall, remember back when you became Eminem. You changed the world with a pen. Well, now I'm just like you. I don't give a what, saying what I want with my fingers up. Everybody triggered and they think I suck, but I don't give a what. Nah, 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 nah. Marshall, remember back when you became Eminem. You changed the world with a pen. Well, now I'm just like you. I don't give a what, saying what I want with my fingers up. Everybody triggered and they think I suck, but I don't give a what. Nah, 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 nah. I don't give a what. Nah, 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 nah.
I was wondering when he was going to pull down the Jason mask, dude. I saw it sitting there on his head the whole time, and I was like, when's that going to come into play?
That's so good. Hold on. I want to see maybe if he has something special here at the end. He's got a couple seconds.
Nope, just blank. I think it's just going to run blank.
Okay, sick.
Yeah, fair enough. Dude.
Wow.
That was...
Well, I'm going to give my hat rating here. I
Just
got one
right off the
backward
bat.
hat. I think I got 2 backwards hats for that.
There we go.
This is going to be
3 and 4 right here.
3 and 4 backwards
Boom, boom.
hats, and then we're going to go ahead and give it the full 5 backwards hats.
That was...
here on the show today.
That
5 out of 5.
Dude, that was really good, man. Like,
I was really hoping that it wasn't going to be a 4 out of 5. I prepared for 5. Okay, and I was like, fuck, if I have to leave one on, I'm going to be a little upset.
Yeah,
But
right.
this was fantastic.
dude,
This was so good.
And I mean, as far as a tribute goes and a thank you, basically, to just like, hey, man, you're my idol. And like, you know, you basically inspired everything that I'm doing today. And I just want to say, like, thanks, man. If it weren't for you, I would be nowhere near. He would probably, honestly, I don't know, he'd still be wrestling or whatever he was doing, right? Whatever, you know. And I totally fucking feel that because... you know, oh, there it goes. You know, I have those people in my life too. Being a musician, you know, there's obviously somebody that inspired me to be a musician, which, you know, initially was my dad because he was the drummer. But then when I started listening to my own music and things like that, I found my own heroes, man. And like Travis Barker was one of my heroes for a long time. There's a reason I can play drums the way that I do, and the whole reason why is because I had idols like that I was just like, man, I want to do that. I want to be him. You know, he's killing it. So. That kind of thing, man.
I was kind of curious to look through the comments here, see if Eminem had anything to say.
Did he have one?
Which I don't see one yet. I'd imagine his would be right near the top.
Yeah,
now,
he probably
however,
would have been pinned, right?
Tom has pinned his own comment. Says, want a deeper look. I did an interview with No Life Shaq about this video.
Shout outs No Life Shaq, dude.
If you guys want to see that interview with Tom Macdonald and No Life Shaq, go check that out.
We'll
There's
tag
a link.
In case I end up editing this out, because I usually stop the video and edit the rest of it out. So I will put the link in the bottom of this description, I promise.
Yep. So, if you guys want to check that out, let me see. A lot of people saying the interview was great. Saw it already. Loved the interview. We're gonna
watch that right now.
We're gonna watch it while we're gonna eat some food here and edit. And
that's our next thing. So we're gonna edit this one, watch that, and then man, that was
sick.
Absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
I'm right there with you. 5 out of 5.
Look at this shit, dude. We're almost at 1 million views already.
I was
gonna
say
779,000.
I looked it up. I think I watched it like the first few seconds today at lunch when I got here, and it was at 365,000 views in like an hour and a half.
God.
Like in 1.5 hours, in 90 minutes, 300,000 people. Like
just under 500,000. Like watch that shit.
Tom, way to go, bud. You deserve a clap.
Nova as well.
Nova, your videography is always just.
I gotta know, the water on the Monte Carlo, was that coming from like? Did you guys have a hose run up the backside and running over the roof to the front, or was that coming from the ceiling? I couldn't tell.
Okay.
So let us know in the comments if anyone knows. Care to watch this far into the video.
Yeah, for sure.
Check
us out, man.
Well, go ahead and smash that subscribe button, click that notification bell, become part of the notification gang. And leave a comment down below what we should watch next. Which should we watch next? We'll see you guys next time. Ow! Holy fuck. They're like, wow, they just had a stroke at the end of that.
I think they're dead. I think they're probably dead.